Afternoon, Jet. Welcome to Sea Talk.
Hi,
So, Jet,
Paul.
great retailer. Been trading in Birmingham, second generation into your store, right?
That's right. Since 1976, parents started the business, and I took over in '92.
Well, so tell us a bit about yourself and who you trade with and locality of your store.
So after I graduated in '92, we're based south of Birmingham in Billesley, and I took over after I graduated. Parents are getting old. They want to take it easy, take a rest from the business. So modernised it. We've been a NISA retailer since '84, I think it is.
And you served on the NISA board for a few years as well, didn't you?
That's right, and also on the retail council.
Yep. That's good. So you're still with NISA today. You've just had
That's right.
good refit in your store. You've
Yep.
got a good banner behind one of your beer fridges, I believe.
Oh, the Liverpool one. Yes, got to be done. Got to be done.
I think you've done some really good work in your community, and I think it's come to life today. So, look, you've won this quarterly competition with CCEP, £500 towards the great charity work that you've been doing with Midland Langer Service Society. So, do you want to tell us a bit about how you got involved and what it's done?
So during COVID, we had quite a few products that were donated from suppliers, and because they weren't allowed to distribute it themselves, because obviously everything was on lockdown, I approached the local Godwara, and they said, look, even they said that, because of lockdown, they're not allowed to distribute it anywhere in their temples. So he gave me a telephone number for Paminda, who's based with Midland Langer Service Society. And Theatre set it up in, I think it was 2013. I think they set it up. So I gave him a ring and I said, look, I've got quite a few products I want to donate. He said, well, drop it off at their depot and they'll distribute it. I said, rather than dropping it off there, I'd like to come down to the Birmingham feed and see how it is and all that, etc. And that was 2020. Just, I think it was March, April 2020, just as lockdown started. So I went down there, seen the setup that they had, and ever since then, I've been going every weekday.
That's good.
Yeah.
But so from you doing this, there's other retailers that are now inspired into this as well, haven't they? So that's more retailers have got involved with the feed.
That's right. So we've got the WhatsApp groups that you're on, etc. And 3 or 4 other retailers have joined on board. Not just in Birmingham, they do West Brom and Coventry, etc. So other retailers have joined on board as well.
Yeah. So look, I mean, the normal thing, isn't it? One retailer joins, another retailer inspires to what the other retailer does, and then more retailers want to get involved. But I think this is a great way of retailers giving back and getting suppliers involved into what should be done out there, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and you've done some great work there. You've done work on charity before, but the thing, this whole Farmer Midland Langer Service Society, what they're doing up and down the country is just amazing now, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. I think there's a Coventry feed, Birmingham feed. I think there's about 20 different cities that they're going across. So,
there's always queues at these places as well, right? From people from all walks of life are coming up now and using these feeds now, aren't they?
That's right. We're on average in Birmingham alone 200 feeds per day.
Wow, so that's a lot of people, benefiting from it now, isn't it?
That's right. I mean, ideally, I'd like it to be 0 people there, but the way the credit crunch is and everything else is happening in lifestyle these days, it is getting worse and worse.
And I bet you get a good feel-good factor from it as well. It's giving back.
It's an amazing feeling. Since about 6 months now, they've asked me to pick the van up, pick the pasta up, samosas up and all that. So I do that on the Monday and Tuesday. And just driving from the Godwara where it's parked on Hockley, by the Hockley flyover, just driving from there to the city centre, just around the corner from Cars Lane, is, I don't know how to explain it until you actually do. And seeing the people's faces light up, the queue there, whether it's sunny, raining, snow, whatever, there's always a queue there. Every single one of them will say, thank you very much for coming down. Thank you very much for coming down. And It is a very fine line. It could happen to any one of us. A very fine line that, one little incident that could put you from a nice, lovely house to on the streets.
Yeah, it's true. And what message would you give to the retailers out there to that going to see this? What message would you say, and how would you say, one top tip to say how to get involved?
All us retailers are quite being fortunate, giving back to the community, giving back to society.
Mm-hmm.
It might be Midland Longer Society, there might be the local food bank or anything. Just do it.
But I think that's great advice. And look, this £500 that you've that Coca-Cola have kindly supported to you. That's going to go a long way towards to helping more people on the feed as well, right?
That's right. Yeah. Thank you very much, Coca-Cola.
No, so there you go. So look, there's another great winner from CCEP, supporting a great retailer, Jet Sunner from Michael Supermarkets in Birmingham. So well done, Jet, and hope this message inspires many other retailers and brands to get involved. So well done.
Cheers.